Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to Chira Junior School Kito. We are so excited to share our science project with you. We have learned so much and can't wait to show you what we have discovered. Please come and explore and don't hesitate to ask us questions.
Welcome to our school, Chira Junior School Kito, in pursuit of faith and wisdom. This is where we learn, grow and shine.
Thank you our parents for attending this science fair.
We are here to talk about systems of rearing poultry. Let us take you through our project of rabbit keeping. The practice of breeding and raising rabbits is called caniculture.
This is an aquarium made up of wood and tap line. An aquarium is a man-made pond for rearing fish.
Our dear parents, we are glad to see you here on our science fair day. This is our garden. This gives us vitamin A and vitamin C.
A forest ranger is a person who protects forests from destruction.
An air cooler works in the principle of evaporation, which is the process of converting liquid water into vapor.
An electric bell is a device that works under the principle of electromagnetism, meaning that it uses both electricity and magnetism, as illustrated.
We have different types of pulleys like the single movable pulley. Users of a pulley, we can use them in cranes in construction sites to lift heavy loads.
An electric circuit is a complete path for electricity to pass through.
Earth is the only planet which can support human life.
The heart is the main organ of the circulatory system made up of cardiac muscles. It is found in the chest cavity and its main function is to pump blood around the body. Respiration takes place in the living body cells. Oxygen and glucose, all digested food, are the raw materials needed. Air we breathe out has more carbon dioxide and water vapor because more of them are produced during respiration.
The urinary system is a body system that removes urine from the body. It consists of the kidneys, urinary bladder, urethra and ureter.
To making vanilla cookies, first you have to wash your hands and make sure that they are clean.
Here is a speedboat and we made it using a battery. A battery produces electric energy that passes through the conducting wires to the motor.
We should also put this in our minds that we need to put on life jackets for safety while using this speedboat.
Do you know that one cannot live without food? What is food? A meal that contains all food values in their right amount.
A volcanic mountain is a type of mountain that was formed as a result of volcanicity.
I am here to talk about the game parks and their major tourist attractions in East Africa.
There are three types of soil. First of all, loam soil. In brief, it is the best soil for crop growing.
How to make charcoal briquettes. We get clay or soil, mix it with charcoal ash and water, mingle it until it's ready. Our topic is about food nutrition. We are here to talk about carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are energy-giving foods. Carbohydrates give us energy.
are here to talk about systems of rearing poultry. These may include in cage system, pen system,
Parent system,
and deep litter system. We may ask, what is cage system?
Cage system is where birds are kept in cages of wire mesh.
What is wire mesh?
Wire mesh is a structure made of wire.
What is cage system, Taki?
Pen system is where birds are kept in portable or movable structures like pens, arks, folds, or units. Oh, please do not mistake them with the pens you use for writing. These are structures made out of wood for rearing poultry.
Thank you, Takia. What is free range system, Pfizer?
free range system is where birds are left to move freely to look for their own food.
Where is free range system suitable?
Free range system is suitable in village areas.
Why is it suitable in village areas?
Because there is large land for birds to move freely.
Thank you, Pfizer. Oh, what is deep litter system?
Deep litter system is where birds are kept in a house with litter on the floor.
What kind of litter is used?
The kind of litter used may include sawdust, coffee husks, rice husks, and wood shavings. For example, I have here sawdust. This is sawdust.
But we don't know
they
how
get
they
it by
operate,
when you're cutting that tree down,
how they
the litter
are
that
made.
falls down, that's
So
what
those
is
are
called
technicians.
sawdust.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to Chira Junior School Kito. This is primary 3 grade. We are so excited to share our science project with you. We have learned so much and can't wait to show you what we have discovered. Please come and explore and don't hesitate to ask us questions. Let us take you through our project of rabbit keeping. The practice of breeding and raising rabbits is called caniculture. Rabbits can be kept for their products like meat and fur or wool. Rabbit meat is very delicious and in most restaurants it is called coney in English and lapin in French. Rabbits can be called different names like
English bunny, French lapin, Spanish conejo, Italian coniglio, Dutch conin, Chinese tusi, Arabic arnab, Swahili sungura, Luganda akamiu, Lusoka akaduyu, Ndoro ewakame, Nubia zafoyo.
This is an aquarium made up of wood and tap line. An aquarium is a man-made pond for rearing fish.
Here the learners, they are going to explain to you, they are going to show you different vegetables. Okay people, can we say salam to our dear parents?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Our dear parents, we are glad to see you here on our science fair day. This is our garden. This is spinach.
Yes.
It has vitamin it gives us vitamin A and vitamin C. This is celery. We put it in salad. Put it in salad.
Medicine. What is this?
Cinnamon. Cinnamon. This is cinnamon. We put it on tea. Rosemary. This is raspberry. We use it as medicine. This is meat. It boosts our brain.
combat the desire. Can combat the desire. Can combat the desire. Yay! Nice. Come on, put it. Bathe your body. Don't forget to bathe your body.
What is a forest?
A forest is a group of trees.
Importance of forest.
We have source of herbal medicine, source of income through tourism for study purpose.
Thank you. Another one.
Source of food.
Wood.
Source of firewood. Source of herbal medicine. Like bitter leaf.
Bitter leaf. What is bitter leaf?
Oluluza.
Oluluza. Thank you. Another one.
Saint leaf.
Saint leaf. What is saint leaf?
Mjaja.
Mjaja. Thank you.
I am going to talk about the dangers of forest. Forest hide bad people like thieves. Forest hide wild animals like tigers, lions, buffaloes, elephants. Forest hide some disease vectors like tsetse flies. Forest hide some crop pests like we have caterpillars, grasshoppers, white flies. Forest hide bad people like thieves.
Thank you.
Today I'm going to talk about birds found in the forest. In the forest, we find there birds like parrots, weaver birds, ostrich, crested crane, eagles, and owls. I am going to talk about ways of caring for trees by weeding, by watering, by spraying, by pruning, by fencing, by staking. A forest is a group of trees. A forest ranger is a person who protects forests from destruction.
I am going to talk about fruits. Apple, orange, banana, pineapple, carrot.
This is the liquid soap making station. How to make liquid soap? We start with our ingredients. We start with ungalo, or in English language, sodium, potassium. Then we put salt, a half kilogram of salt. Then we mix for 15 minutes. After, we put caustic acid. We mix for 15 minutes. After, we put urea and sulfuric acid. We mix for 15 minutes non-stop. After we put the sulfuric acid, we mix for 15 minutes. After we put the color, we mix for some minutes. Then after we put the CMC, we make the solution thicker. Then after we put water while mixing. Then after we put the scent to make our liquid soap smell well. Then after you cover our solution for overnight. For some ingredients we must not forget the bucket where we are going to mix our ingredients, the glove to avoid burns. There are some acids that are so dangerous, like these acids, we can't pass them without air. A mask to avoid bad smell, like there are some acids which have bad smell, like the caustic acid, it has a very bad smell.
perform different tasks such as cooking by the help of solar heaters and solar cookers. It can also be used to light as well as recharging mobile phones. It is advantageous to use solar electricity because it is environmental friendly. Thank you for being part of our lesson. May Allah bless you.
The motor is going to start turning around and then it will also make the propellers to propel. That's how it works. It is also an electronic device.
Wait until it has come to its complete stop before going on our own.
I have made my helicopter using local materials. I have used boxes to make the body of the helicopter. I have used a motor to make the engine of the helicopter. If I turn on my switch, the propeller will start to rotate and make the helicopter to take off.
An electric circuit is a device that changes chemical energy into electric energy. There are types of an electric circuit. One, there are primary cells and secondary cells. What are primary cells? Primary cells are cells that cannot be recharged. Why are they called primary cells? They cannot be recharged.
My name is Inya Kawesa. I'm in primary 7 and I'm going to talk about a drone. A drone is an electronic device used to capture videos and photos from a higher altitude where people cannot reach. I used local materials to make this drone. For example, plastics, plywood, motors, wires, and boxes to make this drone. To make this drone work, we need a source of electricity, and our source of electricity are the batteries. The batteries produce electricity, and these wires transport electricity to different motors. The motors change electricity into kinetic energy. After changing the electricity into kinetic energy, the motors spin inside to make the propellers also to spin. After the propeller spinning, the drone starts moving upwards like this. I'm here to talk about a blender. And what's a blender? A blender is an electric machine that makes food into a liquid or semi-solid. And I made this blender using local things such as the plastic tin, the plastic bottle, and a piece of plywood, the razor blades inside it, and a piece of paper and a motor. And for the motor to work, it needs a source of electricity. And the source of electricity I'm using now are the batteries. The batteries produce electric energy, and these wires transport electric energy to the motor, and the motor changes electric energy to kinetic energy.
Engineer Atika together with Engineer Hessa, and we are going to tell you more about an air cooler is a device that uses air and water to cool down a room or an area. It works in the principle of evaporation, which is the process of converting liquid water into vapor. When water evaporates, it absorbs heat from the surrounding air and lowers the temperature. We have locally made our air cooler using a plastic bottle, propeller, conductor, motor, and a switch. Allow me invite my colleague to take you through how an air cooler works.
An air cooler is made up of a water tank or water connection where the water is supplied and stored. A propeller is connected to the motor. The cooled air is then released into a room or area through a vent or duct. The batteries produce electricity that passes through the conductors to reach the motor. The motor changes electric energy to kinetic energy. The propeller exerts air pressure onto the water, helps to cool the air that comes out when it's cooled through a vent or duct. Air coolers can be used in areas such as offices, saloons, and many other places.
They help to cool the high temperature in a room or the surrounding.
I am Engineer Nimra and I am taking you through an electric bell. An electric bell is a device that works under the principle of electromagnetism, meaning that it uses both electricity and magnetism. An electric bell has parts like the switch. The switch is used to complete or break the circuit at one's will. It has the conducting wire. The conducting wire conducts electricity. And inside here there is an electromagnet. The electromagnet attracts the soft iron bar, which attracts the hammer, and then hits the gong to produce sound, as illustrated. We use electric bells for easy communication. For example, at school we use them to change lessons. The disadvantage they have is that they cannot work without electricity.
I am Engineer Chile and this is a pulley. A pulley is a simple machine made up of a wheel and a groove drum. A block is used to support the pulley. A groove drum is to prevent the rope from slipping. The rope is to lift the load. The batteries power the motor that lifts the load. We have different types of pulleys like the single movable pulley. Users of a pulley, we can use them in cranes in construction sites to lift heavy loads. We can use them in elevators in supermarkets or hotels, or we can use them in tow trucks to lift.
Electricity is a form of energy produced by charged bodies. Uses of electricity. Electricity is used for cooking. Electricity is used for boiling water. Electricity is used for running machines, for example, televisions. Advantages of electricity. Electricity does not pollute the environment.
My name is Professor Okanya Abdurrahim Obela, and I'm going to take you through what they call the electric circuit. An electric circuit is a complete path for electricity to pass through. The components of an electric circuit: we have the battery, the fuse, the voltmeter, the bulb, the ammeter, conducting wire, and the switch. We have the functions of each part in an electric circuit. The batteries are used for producing electric energy. The voltmeter is used for measuring voltage. The ammeter is used for measuring current. The conducting wire is used to make way for electricity to pass through. The switch is used for breaking or completing the circuit at one's will. When I say completing, I mean switching on. When I say breaking, I mean switching off. The fuse is used to break the circuit in case of high voltage. The bulb is used for producing light energy.
My name is Ali Jamada and I'm going to talk about the fuse. A fuse is a safety device that breaks the circuit in case of high voltage. Now you might wonder why it's called a safety device. It protects the circuit from high voltage. How the fuse works: it works by breaking and melting the fuse. It works by melting and breaking the circuit in case of high voltage. The major reason for the fuse to break the circuit when there's due to high voltage. Other reasons why the fuse breaks the circuit is when there is a short circuit, overloading of the circuit, and when it's too old.
My name is Space Engineer Baiman Khalid, and I'm working with Space Engineer. And we are going to talk about the solar system. Before we dive into that, we are going to first know what a galaxy is. First, we have the universe. The universe is the space we are seeing around us. It is the everything around us. That's what we call a universe. The universe has a lot of things, which include stars. When stars merge themselves together, they form what we call a galaxy. A galaxy is a collection of stars. Galaxy is where we find our solar system, which means that this one which we are talking about now is not the only solar system. There are more solar systems in the whole universe, but in different galaxies. But we call this one our solar system is because it is where we find our planet Earth.
and where we live right now. Galaxy where we find our solar system is known as the Milky Way galaxy because it looks like a milky band of light across the skies because we look at it from the inside. Our solar system is a group of celestial objects orbiting the star, which means that in this galaxy, in the Milky Way galaxy, we only have one star, which is the sun. What do I mean by a star? A star is a heavenly body which is able to produce its own light, and the sun is the biggest star in our galaxy, which means that it's the only star in our galaxy. Now, our solar system includes many things like planets, dwarf planets. We have some dwarf planets, we have asteroids, we have comets, we have meteoroids, and the moons, and many more. But today specifically we are going to talk about planets. There are 8 planets in our solar system, which include Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. There are 2 categories of planets in our solar system, which include the inner planet and the outer planet, and they are separated by what we call the asteroid belt. The inner planets are also known as terrestrial planets because they are made of rock and metal. Mercury is the first planet away from the sun. That doesn't make it to be the hottest planet because it doesn't have carbon dioxide to trap the heat produced by the sun, which means that it's not the hottest, but it's the smallest planet in our solar system. Mercury does not have any moon. A moon is a large celestial object that orbits around the planet. For example, it's not the planet which rotates around the moon, it's the moon which rotates around the planet like this. And Mercury unfortunately does not have any moon. Mercury's day length, for it to rotate and come back to its original position, it will take it a period of 59 Earth days, which means that one day of Mercury is equivalent to 59 Earth days. And Mercury's year length, what do I mean by year length? The time it will take orbiting the sun, it will take a period of 88 Earth days, which means that 1 year of Mercury is equivalent to 88 Earth days. Mercury cannot support human life because of unfavorable temperature and absence of oxygen. Man needs oxygen to survive, but unfortunately Mercury does not have any oxygen. It is negative 180 degrees Celsius during night, which means, for example, if ice is at only 0 degrees and man cannot hold it for 5 minutes, now Mercury, which is negative 180 degrees, it is way colder than ice, and man cannot live in such temperatures. And it's 430 degrees Celsius during day. If boiling water is at 100 degrees only, man cannot touch in water even for a minute, in that water for even a minute. Now this one, which is 430 degrees, it is like 4 times hotter than that boiling water.
So what survives there?
Nothing survives there. No life is
Mercury.
Yes. That's why it does not support human life. We go to the next planet, which is Venus. Venus is the 3rd brightest planet in the solar system. It is also the hottest planet in the solar system because it has carbon dioxide around it, which is used to trap heat. Other than Mercury, which does not have any carbon dioxide, that means that when heat comes on Mercury, it just goes away. But on Venus, when heat comes on Venus, it stays there forever, and also it has thousands of active volcanoes. How do active volcanoes contribute to the heat increase? When active volcanoes are erupting, heat is produced. When heat is produced, plus also the heat captured by carbon dioxide, it will make it way hotter than all these other planets. Too hot to support human life. Venus is also the third brightest planet. The brightest planet is Saturn because of its turning rings. For Venus to rotate the whole sun like this, it will take it a period of 225 days. We go to the next planet, which is Earth. Earth is the only planet known to have liquid water. It is also the only planet known to support human life because it has favorable temperatures and the presence of oxygen. Earth is the only planet which can support human life. Earth only has one moon, which helps us to determine months. For example, if the moon is orbiting Earth, it will take it a period of a month to come and rotate the whole Earth and come back to its original place. That's how we measure months. And its day length is 23.9 hours. For the Earth to orbit the whole sun and come back to its original place, it will take it a period of 365.25 days. That's how we get our leap year and ordinary year. Because that's 2.5, if you turn it into fractions, it is equivalent to a quarter. Now, it is like saying that 365 and a quarter, which makes 1 year. And after 4 consecutive years, we are going to get a leap day. Out of that, 1.4 times 4. When we turn it into a fraction, it will be a quarter, and we get a quarter times 4, those 4 consecutive years, it will lead to a 1 day added. And that's the 29th of February day, which causes a leap year and an ordinary year. Which means that an ordinary year, it's the one which consists of 365.25 days, and a leap year is the one which consists of 366 days.
The heart is the main organ of the circulatory system made up of cardiac muscles. It is found in the chest cavity, and its main function is to pump blood around the body. Deoxygenated blood from all body parts enters the heart through the main vein called the vena cava. It is received by the right auricle, then it is sent to the right ventricle, where it is then pumped to the lungs to pick oxygen through the pulmonary artery. After picking oxygen, blood then goes back to the heart through the pulmonary vein. It is received by the left auricle, then it is sent to the left ventricle, where it is then pumped to all body parts through the main artery called the aorta. This process is continuous.
Just like any other body part is affected by conditions like coronary heart disease, cardiac arrest, heart failure, heart attack, and so on. Doctors use a stethoscope to detect the heartbeat. The normal heartbeat of a person is 72 times per minute. We can care for the heart by feeding on a balanced diet, performing regular physical exercises, limiting on eating oily foods, avoiding smoking, among others. We need to care for all body systems to stay healthy. Thank you for being part of our lesson.
We are going to take you through the respiratory system. The respiratory system is the body system that helps the body to produce energy from food and with the help of oxygen.
Respiration is the process by which the body uses oxygen and digested food to produce energy, carbon dioxide and water vapor. Respiration takes place in the living body cells. Oxygen and glucose, all digested food, are the raw materials needed. The oxygen burns the food to produce energy. The respiratory system involves breathing, gaseous exchange and oxidation. Air we breathe in passes through the trachea, made up of rings of cartilage to prevent it from collapsing. We also have the bronchus that divides at the end to form bronchioles. At the end of bronchioles are air sacs that help in gaseous exchange. During breathing in, the lungs expand to accommodate more air and the diaphragm moves downwards. And then during breathing out, the lungs will contract and the diaphragm will move upwards. The respiratory organs include the nose, mouth, trachea, made up of rings of cartilage, the bronchus,
the lungs, diaphragm, and the ribs. Gaseous exchange takes place in the air sacs by the help of diffusion. Air sacs have thin walls to allow diffusion. They are numerous to increase surface area for gaseous exchange and are covered by a dense network of blood capillaries. Air we breathe out has more carbon dioxide and water vapor because more of them are produced during respiration. Nitrogen and rare gases in both inhaled and exhaled air remain the same because we do not use them in the body. During breathing in, we take in all gases, but oxygen is more useful because it is used in respiration. This body system helps to produce energy used by the body, and it also helps to remove waste products like excess water vapor and carbon dioxide from the body. We can care for this body system by avoiding smoking, avoid dusty areas, take infants for immunization, sleep in a well-ventilated house, always breathe in through the nose, not the mouth, feed on a balanced diet, and do regular physical body exercises. Remember that this body system can be attacked by diseases like lung cancer, asthma, and whooping cough, among others. So we need to take care of it.
The urinary system is a body system that removes urine from the body. It consists of the kidneys, urinary bladder, urethra, and ureter. Kidneys are the major organs in the urinary system.
A person has the right kidney and the left kidney. They are protected by the pelvis and they receive oxygenated blood. Their main function is to filter blood. The blood is filtered because it contains urine. After filtration of the blood is taken back to the heart and the urine is passed through the urethra to go to the urinary bladder to be stored for a certain period of time. After, it will go to the urethra. That's what we call urinating.
I'm here to inform you about the diseases of the urinary system, how they are caused, and how to care for our urinary system. We have a disease called bilharziasis. This disease is caused by taking raw water or unboiled water. We have another disease called kidney failure. This disease is caused by holding urine for so long. We have another disease called kidney cancer. This disease is caused by alcoholism and smoking. Here's how we can care for our kidneys: by eating little salt in food, taking boiled water, eating little food, taking water after eating food.
We are going to talk about the digestive system. The digestive system is the group of organs that break down food into smaller particles that can be used by the body. The digestive system is made up of a muscular tube that runs from the mouth to the anus. Saliva softens the food. The food is turned into bolus by the tongue. Then food is swallowed. When food is swallowed, it passes through the gullet under a process called peristalsis. Peristalsis is the wave-like movement of food through the alimentary canal. Then food reaches the stomach where it is kept for a short time. The walls of the stomach produce gastric juice that contains an enzyme called pepsin that helps in digestion of proteins, and also the walls of the stomach produce an acid called hydrochloric acid that kills germs in the food. The pancreatic juice helps in completing digestion of some food, while the bile juice helps in reducing the fats.
The procedure to making vanilla cookies: first you have to wash your hands and make sure that they are clean. You get the fat like Blue Band, Prestige, Cowboy, any other. Mix them until creamy. Then you get your egg, you crack it. Then after you get your flour. Then after you add your vanilla flavor. You add the color. After that you get your cookie cutter and you start shaping your cookies. After, you preheat the oven at 320 degrees for 5 minutes. You assemble your cookies on the baking tray. After, you place them into the oven and bake them for 15 to 18 minutes. Then that's all. Then after, you'll have your nice, well-baked and delicious cookies to enjoy at your home.
My name is Motivation and my colleague is Juma Abed. Here is a speedboat and we made it using a battery. A battery produces electric energy that passes through the conducting wires to the motor. The motor changes the electric energy to kinetic energy and that makes the propeller to spin. We use plastic bottles because they are less dense than water. The switch helps to put on the speedboat. For example, speedboats are used in various ways. These include some people use speedboats for recreation as they spend their leisure time. Others use speedboats for transport. Speedboats are also used to rescue capsized boats. We should also put this in our minds that we need to put on life jackets for safety while using these speedboats. Thank you once again for being part of our lesson. May Allah bless you.
I am going to talk about first aid. First aid is the first help given to a person who has got an accident. In our first aid box, we have syringe, cotton wool, plaster, bandage, syringe, gloves, medicine. Syringe is used to inject the wound. Cotton wool is used to clean the wound. Plaster is used to cover the wound. Medicine is used to test. Scissor is used to cut the bandage. Bandage is used to tie the wound. First aid is the first help given to a person who has got an accident. We find first aid from home, school sick bay, hospital. A person who gives first aid is called a first aider. A person who has got an accident is called a casualty. My name is Sophia Sangariambogo. I am in primary 2 green. Our topic is food and nutrition. Under food and nutrition, I am going to talk about a balanced diet. A balanced diet is a meal that contains all food values in their right amounts. We have classes of food like carbohydrates, vitamins, and proteins. Proteins are bodybuilding foods like fish, eggs, beans, milk, chicken, silverfish, and many others. We should eat a balanced diet. This is primary 3 red. My name is Delilah. What is a magic square? A magic square is a square grid filled with numbers where the sum in each row, column, and diagonal is the same. Here is an example of a magic square. Here is the row, the column is here, and the diagonal is facing here. My colleague Zara will take you through the magic behind the magic square. So I'm going to take you through the magic behind the magic square. The magic behind the magic square is that the sum along the row, the sum along the diagonal, and the sum along the column is all the same. Here is an example of a 3x3 magic square. When you add these numbers, you get 12. When you add these numbers, you get 12. When we add these numbers, we get 12. So 12 is the magic sum that makes it a magic square. Now my friend Bukenya is going to show you how they form a magic square. Thank you for listening. Put a wing, another one here, another one, and another one. Then you put numbers from 1 up to 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then you fill the gaps with the numbers out of the magic square. 3 goes here, 7 goes here, 1 goes here, and 9 goes here. Here is your complete magic square. 2, 7, 6, 9, 5, 1, 4, 3, 8.
We can solve a magic square by completing it. First, you need to get the magic sum. It might be a row, a column, or a diagonal. Or diagonal that is not yet full. And add them. We get 8 plus 4. That equals to 12. So we get the magic sum, that is 21, and we deduct 12, we get 9. Then we put here 9. Then we add 8 plus 3, we get 11. Then we get 21, we deduct 11, we get 10. After we add 9 plus 7, we get 16. We get 21, we deduct 16, we get 5. So we are going to add 4 plus 6, get 21, deduct 10, 11. So we write here 11. We have finished solving our magic square.
A cone has 2 sides. A square-based pyramid has 5 sides. A pentagonal pyramid has 6 sides. Thanks for listening.
My name is Kalma Farzan. I am going to take you through some prisms. This is a circular-based prism. It has 2 faces and its length. This is its net. It's a hexagonal prism. It has 8 faces, 18 edges, and 18 vertices. And this is its net. This is a triangular-based prism. It has 5 faces, 6 edges, and 6 vertices. This is a hexagon. It has 8 faces, 18 edges, and 18 vertices. And this is its net. As my colleague pulls it, it will turn into a hexagon. This is a circular-based prism. It has 2 faces and its length. As I pull it, it will turn into a circular-based prism.
Do you know that one cannot live without food? What is food? Food is something good to eat or drink. Examples of food. We have rice, green pepper, Irish potato, orange, carrot, tomato. We have 2 sources of food. Number 1 is plants. Number 2 is animals. There are places where we can get food from, like shop, garden, market, grocery. Uses of food. Food builds the body. Food protects the body against diseases. Food promotes body growth and repair. How people get food? Number 1, by hunting. Number 2, by fishing. Number 3, by buying food. Number 4, by borrowing from friends. Number 5, by harvesting. My name is Habla Manziri Jema. I am in primary 1 grade. What is personal hygiene? Personal hygiene is the general cleanness of our body and things we use. I am going to talk about ways of promoting personal hygiene. By bathing daily, we bathe to remove germs, dirt and bad smell. We bathe to refresh our minds. Cutting fingernail short. Germs hide in our fingernails that can cause diseases like diarrhea. So we should keep our fingernails short wearing clothes. Clean clothes make us to look good and smart. Brushing our teeth. We brush our teeth to remove food and bad smell from our mouth. We brush our teeth to avoid tooth decay. Smearing Vaseline. We smear Vaseline to look beautiful and shine. Combing our hair. We comb our hair to look nice. Let me tell you that tools we use to promote personal hygiene. Toilet paper is used for cleaning ourselves. Vaseline is used for smearing our body. Soap is used for bathing and washing clothes. Sponge is used for scrubbing our body. Towel is used for drying our body. Earbuds are used for cleaning our ears. Sponge is used for scrubbing our body. Toothpick is used for removing food in our mouth. Comb is for combing our hair. Mouthwash. Mouthwash is used for rinsing our mouth. Razor blade. Razor blade is used for trimming off hair and cutting fingernail shorts. Brush is used for scrubbing our feet. Toothpaste and toothbrush are used for brushing our teeth. Soap. Soap is used for bathing and washing clothes. Nail cutter is used for cutting our fingernail short.
I'm going to present to you about the formation of volcanic mountains. A volcanic mountain is a type of mountain that was formed as a result of volcanicity. We also have the types of volcanoes. We have the active volcanoes, the dormant volcanoes, and the extinct volcanoes. An active volcano is a type of volcanic mountain that can erupt at any time.
So I'm going to talk about the importances of volcanicity. Volcanicity attracts tourists who bring income. Volcanicity leads to formation of crater lakes which are used as mining centers. Volcanicity makes the soil fertile to support crop cultivation. So what are the dangers of volcanicity? Volcanicity leads to air pollution. Volcanicity leads to death of animals and people. Volcanicity leads to destruction of property. Volcanicity leads to displacement of people. I am going to present to you about a plateau. It's a raised flat top piece of land. A plateau is formed by a number of processes including upwelling of volcanic magma, extraction of lava and water and glaciers. It is generally flat, making it to attract many human activities like human settlement, crop cultivation, animal rearing, mining.
I am here to talk about the game parks and their major tourist attractions in East Africa. Let me start by locating the countries of East Africa. Here we have Uganda, here we have Kenya, here we have Tanzania, here we have Burundi, and here we have Rwanda. Let me start with the game parks of Uganda. Kidepo Valley. Kidepo Valley is well known for ostriches. Now here we have the biggest game park in Uganda, which is known as Matson Falls. It is mainly known for crocodiles. We have Queen Elizabeth National Park for hippopotamus. Lake Mburo National Park, which is well known for zebras. Here Buindi Impenetrable and Mugahinga National Game Park are well known for mountain gorillas. Why mountain gorillas are common in that area? Due to presence of bamboo shoots that they feed on. Here we have Lake Nakuru National Park, which is well known for flamingo bats. Tsavo National Park is the biggest park of Kenya. It is well known for lions. Now if we come over here to Tanzania, we have here Serengeti National Park, which is well known for wild beasts. Now here we have Great Ruaha National Park, which is well known for large elephants. Nyerere National Park, which is currently the biggest park of Tanzania and also East Africa. It's well known for hippos. Now here we have the last park. Now here we have Rwanda, the parks in Rwanda known as Akagera National Park. It is famous for buffaloes. Now here we have the last park, which is found in Burundi, Kiribi National Park, which is well known for chimpanzees.
My name is Fairuz Ryan Adam and I am in primary 7. Today I am going to take you through on how to use Microsoft PowerPoint to present your views in a business meeting. Take an instinct when you are a worker in NEMA and you have seen an area that is dry and they have called upon a meeting. And you want to present your views to your fellow colleagues. Instead of spending time writing on a chart, you can just use the Microsoft PowerPoint and you present your views to your fellow colleagues. Before I show you how to make your own slide, let me take you through on our presentation that we made. As you can see, these are the slides. They can contain your views that you want to tell your fellow colleagues. So, as you can see how the slide has begun, your fellow colleague your fellow workmate will want to know more what is going to happen. Welcome to our school, Chira Junior School, Kito, in pursuit of faith and wisdom. This is where we learn, grow, and shine. As you can see, the picture has appeared in an animation form that is there. We go to the next slide by choosing a transition of curtains. I am going to take you through on how to do all that. Our dormitories. This is where we rest and bond with our fellow learners. The dormitories help us to be responsible, neat, and disciplined. We are taught to arrange our beds properly and also respect one another. As you can see, the picture of the dormitory has come in an animation form. We go to the next slide. Our beautiful mosque, a place of worship, discipline, and unity. Make a timetable of prayer and Quran lessons. As you see, the picture of the mosque has also come. We couldn't leave the mosque lagging because it's one of the most respected places in Chira Junior School. Our morning assemblies, daily gathering for news, announcement, and prayers. As you can see, the picture of children. When the assemblies are held during Monday and Thursday. Our class and smart learning. Teaching with technology, use of projectors, computer. As you can see, the children were in a smart lesson, that's why they were unusually happy. We come to the next slide. It says our computer lab. Tools available for learning. We have computers, printers, and skills learned. Typing, drawing, research, and coding basics. As you see, we took a picture of the wallpaper of Windows 11. Technology beyond class. How technology helps school management, exam results, and learning online. Fun and co-curricular activities, science projects, clubs, debates, sports, role of technology in these. Our dreams for the future. More computers, better internet, and a digital library. Thank you. We are proud of our school, a home of learning, worship, discipline, and technology. Now let me take you through on how to make your own slide. we come to the next slide. There are many types of slides. There are the title slide, title and content, section, header, picture with caption. So for us to choose picture with caption, they say click to add title. You can put building plans. Here we can put the number of doors. You can put here 3 doors. After making your title and your subtitle or your views, you come here to add a picture. It will insert. You go to pictures. You choose where you've hidden the picture you want to use. For example, you want to construct a bridge. So this is how the picture will turn up. It will turn up in the size, in its size already. So we came to design. There are many themes here that can act as your design, but we chose this one. But there are more options. You just press the drop down button. As you can see, there are many themes. So after the themes, we went to the transitions. The transitions are how the slides from one to another will change. We chose curtains, but there are many transitions to use. You just press the drop down button. You can see fall over, drop, win, prestige, fracture, crash. So for this I'll choose honeycomb. I see it suits this. So after that we went to animations. The animations are how the words are going to appear. Like my fellow colleague might ask, how did your words bounce? How did your words come in? Your words can. So we have chosen our first animation. Now we can choose an animation for this. We can choose spin. So there we have completed a slide. To review, I have reviewed the slide. So I can add an animation to the picture, or I can leave it how it is. So I can add a diamond for the picture. So that's how it will turn out. So I can take you through the slideshow. Can see that was the slideshow that we made. Thank you.
My name is Amira Yasmin Kaye, and I am talking about paper mash. Paper mash steps how to prepare paper mash. First, get papers and tear them into small pieces. Then get pieces of papers and put them into a bucket soaked in water for 2 days. After 2 days, soaked paper mash is pounded well. Paper mash is then put into a bucket for 3 days. After 3 days, paper mash is strained to remove water. Strained paper mash is then put into a bucket with wood glue. We get the item we are going to model and oil them. We put paper mash on them and wait for them to dry. Slowly remove the item and paint the paper mash model.
This is Primary 3 Green. My name is Sibat Rahman Mirembe. We are talking about soil. First of all, soil is the top layer that covers the earth's surface.
My name is Ayman Rajab. I am taking you through the types of soil. There are 3 types of soil.
First of all, loam soil. It has medium-sized particles which enables it to hold enough water for the plants to use and grow well. In brief, it is the best soil for crop growing.
Clay soil. It has the finest particles, poorly aerated because its particles are closely packed. It does not allow water to pass through it. Clay soil is good for pottery. As the class has said, our theme is food and nutrition. Class, what is food?
Food is something good to eat or drink that adds value in the body.
Thank you. What is nutrition?
Nutrition is the way of feeding.
Thank you. Under our theme, we are mainly going to discuss classes of food. Class, can you give another word to mean classes of food? Thank you. Mention the examples of food values. Yes, Aliyah. Thank you. Yes, Rukidi. Thank you. Details of each food value are to be discussed in each group. Please enjoy. Let's hear from the first group.
The foods rich in proteins include
chicken,
blue pant,
this is silverfish,
Soya beans, al-badalau al-bakariya, cowpea, samaku, fish, zubdatu, butter, hububun, groundnut, halis.
Any of these foods must not miss as part of your daily meal.
Charcoal briquettes are made out of clay or soil, charcoal ash and water. How to make charcoal briquettes? We get clay or soil, mix it with charcoal ash and water, mingle it until it's ready, make small balls out of the mixture, sun dry them to form charcoal briquettes. Uses of charcoal briquettes. Charcoal briquettes are used for cooking. We sell them and get money.
The asteroid belts are large rocks floating in space. They are floating in space because in space there is no gravity. The asteroid belts are large, but they are not large enough to be called planets. With that little information, allow me to talk about the planets. Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system. Jupiter has rings, but they are too faint to be seen very well. One day on Jupiter goes by just 10 hours. 1 year on Jupiter is 11.8 Earth years. Jupiter has 8 known moons. Jupiter is known as a gas giant because it's mostly made of gases like hydrogen and helium. We move on to the next planet, known as Saturn. Saturn has turning rings mostly made of ice particles, rocks and dust. Saturn is the second biggest planet in the solar system. It could approximately fit in 764 Earths in it. One day of Saturn is less than 11 hours. A year on Saturn is equal to 29.5 Earth years. Saturn has 82 known moons. Moving on to the next planet, Uranus. Uranus is the coldest planet in the solar system. Uranus is also known as an ice giant, mostly made of ice gases like water, methane and hydrogen. One day on Uranus goes by just 17 hours and 14 minutes. A year on Uranus is equal to 84 Earth years. Uranus has 27 moons and 13 rings. Moving on to the last planet in the solar system, known as Neptune. Neptune is also known as an ice giant, mostly made of gases like hydrogen, helium, and methane. Neptune has Neptune is the planet which has the strongest winds in the solar system. 1 day on Neptune is equal to 16 hours and 6 minutes. 1 year on Neptune is equal to 165 Earth years. Neptune has 14 moons and rings, but they are too faint to be seen very well, mostly made of dust and ice. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Our topic is about explorer of our amazing world through science and technology. Our topic is about food nutrition. We have different groups of people who will be talking about our explorer of our amazing world through science and technology. Let us listen to their presentation and learn from them. Let me welcome Group 2.
We are here to talk about carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are energy-giving foods. Carbohydrates give us energy. Sources of carbohydrates are cassava, rice, sweet potato, millet, maize, posho. When the body lacks carbohydrates, the person gets marasmus.
I am going to talk about marasmus. It is a deficiency disease caused due to lack of enough carbohydrates in the body. Marasmus is also called starvation. Signs and symptoms of marasmus. The eyes are very white and bright. When the eyes are white at the same time they are bright. The face looks like that of an old man. When you become very small like this, the child has a pot-belly stomach.
I am going to talk about prevention and control of marasmus. Give a child food having the right amount of carbohydrates and other food values. For example, cassava, rice, sweet potato, millet, maize, posho. Mothers should breastfeed their babies at least for 2 years.
To our junior school, to our main garden. This area had grass and all that. Clear the place, clear the grass and all that. The manure from the cow dung, and we started separating it in this garden to fertilize the soil. After that, we started planting the crops. Like the crops we have beans, we have eggplants, we have onions, we have spinach, green peppers and all that.